So here's some news stories. Um, Reuters did an investigation and found out that criminal organizations are from foreign countries are registering LLCs in the state of Wyoming, and they hide in there, and then they can sell. Then they can perform network attacks and appear to be coming from the United States. And I guess it's a way for Wyoming to make money. And they say they did this centuries ago. The Wild West gangs would also form some kind of organizations in Wyoming. I know there's several states that let you form shell companies, and that's how they're doing it. So people are complaining as part of this Reuters investigation to the authorities in Wyoming and not getting much cooperation from them. So that's a thing to know. Good morning. And right, so Amazon is selling spy cameras designed to look like clothing hooks and designed to look like smoke detectors and other things. And in the advertising, they make it clear that the purpose of these is to spy on women and children in the bathroom and people having sex and things like that. And this all seems very likely to be illegal. So they are complaining and trying to, there's a lawsuit trying to get Amazon to stop selling this stuff. It seems to clearly violate UK law, and I would imagine American law too. An alarm clock hidden camera, a USB charger hidden camera, and hidden in a smoke alarm. So we'll see if they do anything about this. I know another thing that Amazon sold for quite a while was a suicide kit, including poisons just to help you commit suicide. And a bunch of teenagers ordered it and did commit suicide, and I'm not sure if they've stopped doing that yet either. A lot of controversial things on the Amazon store. I was glad to see this. There is a thing called lead generation, which means you go to some website and you are trying to buy a product, and they put you, get you to agree that they will send you people that might want to sell that product, and then they put your name on a list and they sell and resell the list, and that's how you get all the endless sales calls. And now this practice, there is a Federal Communications Commission has a vote on a rule that would greatly increase your ability to sue for this. So it might actually do something about the robocalls. I imagine you're all in the same boat as me. I hardly answer the phone anymore. Phone is almost as useless as email. Like I say, people email is kind of hopeless because every email gets buried under spam. And the phone, I get 3 or 4 robocalls a day. So it'd be nice if we can actually do something about it. This may be the beginning of that. And this one was a story that's been going on for quite a while, and it shows something that the abortion advocates have said, which is that when a state like Texas passes an abortion ban and they say there is an exception to save the life of the mother, that is not true in practice. Because what it means is when there's a medical need for an abortion, the doctors have to meet with the lawyers, and nobody can figure out exactly how dangerous it has to be to make it legal. And this has been made extremely clear in Texas. A woman that needed an abortion for medical purposes actually went through the courts, and the courts eventually ruled against it, saying that the opinion of the doctor that this was necessary was not sufficient. It would have to be phrased in different words to be sufficient. And so this is what the people have said, that you have to, you might as well just admit abortions are banned entirely. The medical exception is not, in fact, usable in practice. And Coinbase, which I've often described to people as the most legitimate, most trustworthy cryptocurrency exchange, which is not saying much because they're all very crooked, is in big trouble. And this is a pretty appalling practice. They have 2-factor authentication, and they claim they have bank-level security, but somebody was able to make a phone call, bypass the 2-factor, get in the account, and steal their money. And Coinbase just says, well, our terms of service say that we're not responsible if somebody enters your account on our server and steals your money. And so they're suing. It seems to me like you can't get away with that. You can't just say it's not our fault if people bypass our security and steal your money. but they're trying to defend themselves on that basis. So this seems like an important lawsuit. It seems like your promises mean nothing if you aren't even liable for a thing like that. But I guess it will be examined in court. And there's a company here. Let's see if I can get rid of this stupid garbage on the screen. All right. This startup called Panmnesia is doing something to connect memory more rapidly to processors so that AI engines will run 6 to 7 times faster. I'm pretty weak on hardware. It's CXL, a CXL3 controller into an accelerator chip, which allows an external memory pool to be shared with host computers. So anybody that knows enterprise class hardware better than me might understand this better, but it sounds important. And, all right. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say about the news.